So the key to nutrition is really giving your body everything your body needs on a daily level. And I used to think you could get everything you need from your diet, but it wasn't until I did my master's degree, when I had to analyse my diet, that I realised I was massively deficient of the recommended daily allowance on a key number of nutrients. And it made me realise just how hard it is to get the nutrients you need from your diet alone. And so I then went to the research and started going, well, if people really are this deficient, then people would have studied this and it would be in the research. And we saw in the research massive deficiencies in the populations. For example, 91% of the people tested for iodine deficiency in 2013 were deficient, 91%. Vitamin D levels, 84% of New Zealanders were vitamin D deficient at 80 nanomoles, which is the level you really need to be healthy. And then there's other nutrients like zinc and zinc deficiency. We tested over 4,000 people now for zinc deficiency, and over 30% of the people we've tested are deficient. These nutrients are required for energy production, they're required for detoxification, they're required for rebuilding your body, they're required for all of your metabolic processes. I couldn't understand why we were so deficient, and so I started looking at soil agronomy, because nutrition comes from the soil. And when I started looking at soil agronomy, I saw we were deficient in the soils for a number of reasons. First of all, some of the nutrients simply aren't in the soil. Other reasons are that we're extensively farming the soil, and therefore we're taking out these trace minerals and nobody's really putting them back in. And then the other reason is nitrogen use. When you put a lot of nitrogen on the plant, you lose up to 90% of its root structure, which means the plant's got less ability to access the minerals that are in the soil. So what we're ending up with are plants that don't have the nutrition in that they should. At that point, I realized I've got to grow my own food. And this is why I live on the BePure farm. So it's a permaculture designed organic, nutrient dense farm, and it's where I live. And then from there, I started helping a lot of people through weekend seminars, and I was having to recommend to people that they take 8 or 9 different products to get all of the base nutrients that their bodies need. And a lady looked at me and said, Ben, can't you make a product that has all of these things in? And BePure One was born. I wanted to create something that people could take on top of a healthy diet that's going to give their bodies everything that their body needs to work as well as possible. So when we look at a highlight package of BePure One, it's got all the base nutrients that your body needs. So it's over 50 ingredients. So it's got broad spectrum B vitamins for energy production and detoxification. We've got vitamin K2, which really controls where you put calcium. Very, very important. And then we've got the minerals that are deficient in New Zealand soils. Things like iodine for energy production and for managing your weight. Things like selenium and boron. And then it's got broad spectrum antioxidants to basically help mop up any free radical damage that your body may have. We've sourced the most stable and natural forms available to give you the perfect blend of nutrients that are going to actually work. And then just in case you're not getting enough leafy greens, it's in the organic base of leafy greens. So at least you're going to be getting some greens every day by taking your BePure One. It's just so hard to get everything you need in the modern diet. And not only that, we've got increased needs for nutrition because of our modern lifestyles and the toxic environments in which we live. So BePure One is a very easy way to basically fill the gaps in your diet to make sure that your body's getting everything you need. The only thing we couldn't get into BePure One was the fish oils, and that's because of stability issues. And so I think it's very important for people to be taking a fish oil as well, and that's exactly why I developed BePure 3, because there wasn't a fish oil that I could recommend for everybody to take. It's incredibly strong, 1400 milligrams of EPA, DHA. They're the active omega-3 ingredients. That's equivalent to 6 to 8 regular fish oils that you'd get from the pharmacy. So BePure 3 is manufactured in New Zealand from sustainably caught fish in the South Pacific. Between BePure 1 and BePure 3, those two things supply the base nutrients that everybody needs to maintain their health in the modern world.